We are live now.
Android. Wait. Give me a second. Android. You can't. I mean, you're just not going to be at the table to speak unless you put on the mic and speak. You can't be at the table. Like, it's going to be a full discussion.
Don't do it. Pause. Stop, please. Pause. Please stop.
What the fuck is Johnny doing? Yo, shocked.
Yo people, Decepticon here from VEX ELITE, and on the on the US side, VEX Shadows. As you can see, I'm sitting here in C Money's glorious base. He's arranged this little meeting together tonight for the first ever DCUO YouTubers. Well, United YouTubers is what we're going to call it. We're just trying to get a few of the boys around the table at the moment. They're doing a little intro up the top. This is going out on everyone's YouTube who you can see around this table when they come here. I know at the moment you can only see me and Android standing round here, but pretty soon we will all be round here. So I'm going to go back over into the chat, and pretty soon we're going to be talking about all different PvP ideas, what we want to see on this game. So let's go.
My goodness, Johnny about to make me replace him.
Well, I've gone live and there's just me and Asteroid standing around the table.
See? Johnny about to make me replace him, man. Like, everybody's here and ready to go. People got different schedule times.
Money, you're not on the right side of the flipping door.
Well, hold on. I'm trying to get Johnny attention right quick. Because he's in the group. His power bar is not moving. His health is not moving. So he's not doing anything.
Tell him that you're on his girl. Tell him that he's talking to his girl.
Bro, that ain't gonna work. I don't even know if he have a girlfriend.
For anyone who is watching this and is just waiting for it, we are going to be starting real soon.
Wait, who's watching? Who's watching?
No one yet, but for anyone who's watching the video on playback, yeah, look, T's just going to do his little dance for his birthday.
Very quickly.
Wait, give him a quick dance.
Y'all about to make me fuck around and ask me his polka I just did. Go in. Like, yo.
Hi everybody, it's Torrential here in the video for you today. And today I'm talking about how Decepticon is a noob, Pars is crap, I don't know who I Am Android is, Shock's my G, and Money is a punk, and I'm 18.
I remember that. Okay, I got you.
I remember that. Pull up!
Maybe I shouldn't have started the live stream quite as early. I thought we was
That's
all ready.
fine.
We was all round the table
Money.
a minute ago.
We're waiting for Johnny, but Money wants to keep waiting for Johnny, and I don't care. Johnny's not coming. He don't want to be involved. He don't like us. I'll stab him.
Is it because we black?
No, what? Don't accuse me of racism on a live stream.
It's not racist.
You think I should ask C3? Or no?
Who's that?
He's arguing with someone right now.
Bruh, see this? Oh, see this is why.
I did say set an exact time.
I think Saturday
this
is
reason.
best because if we wake up early to try to do it, we'll be able to
My
catch
birthday.
Decepticon and Torrential at the right time. This is early. I don't know.
I'm kind of out busy tomorrow.
If y'all have tight schedules.
He just said he's gonna be busy tomorrow.
Yo, Zion.
See.
Yo, Zion.
Are you gonna be
Let's just do it.
busy Sunday?
Money, can you just record me jumping through this little thing, please? It would really please me.
No.
That's all I want. That's literally all I want.
I'm a punk, remember? Why would I want to do that?
Wait, don't be a little bitch.
No, I'm a punk.
Money.
I'm a punk, remember? Ooh.
I'll make you a punk in a minute.
Screw me.
Okay. Well, everyone get in positions. Let's start this off. Everyone get in positions.
Alright, Decepticon, you want to start it off now, bro? I apologize for interrupting you. I know you was trying to start it off.
Oh, this is your thing,
But,
bro. We're all up here for
we're
you.
missing everybody down there.
Well, this is our first one, so
That's
no,
sad.
it's just
Man,
just
you
starting,
ain't made it
Zone.
here.
Just starting. We ain't even started
don't
yet.
even
We're just
play the
getting
game.
together. I just started the live stream just a little bit
Decepticon,
too
you
early.
there?
Yep, I'm still here, man.
Oh, jeez.
Chill pills.
When it starts kicking off, I'll start live streaming as well.
Nice.
Oh, pause. Stop giving it stacks.
Listen, stop giving it Ben 10.
Ben 10.
Giving it 10.
Sick TV
Giving it Ben
program.
10.
Oh, I'm in a trade.
Right, we ready to
Oh,
start?
you're cute. Wait, don't kill me. If you kill me right now.
What are you gonna do?
Wow, you cancelled it.
I don't know. I suck at this game.
I was gonna give you a Mr. Freeze back.
For anyone who's not watching this live and they're just watching it as a video, I suggest you fast forward every couple of minutes just to see where we do start. Because at the moment the video's been running, what, 6 minutes and we've got nowhere yet.
Just let me do my combos, you little snake.
It's Toronto's fault. It's taking too long.
No, it's actually Johnny's fault. You just edit it out at the start, Decepticon. Just put a thing saying
No, as soon as
the
I
actual thing starts at.
as soon as I
this
stop
time.
the live stream, it goes straight up to YouTube.
No, I mean just at, when on the YouTube in the description, put it officially starts at whatever time it actually starts at on the video. I'll put it in the comments anyway. Johnny, what the hell are you
just
doing?
look so ugly on Brutes.
What does?
Flirty on a Brute looks so this ugly.
Do you like my style? Shock.
What are you supposed to be?
Me in real life.
Pretty accurate.
Yo, Big, how you doing, bro?
You're supposed to be a pussy.
Oh really? Money.
Oh, you
I said what I'm supposed to be, not what I eat.
You just said, bro, you just said.
Pass, that
That's
was good,
what I
wasn't
am
it?
in real
That was
life.
good, wasn't it?
Right, we're gonna start this because it is 1:45 in the morning for me.
Alright.
Alright.
Yo, what's going on, guys? This is your boy I Want to See Money here, and I'm back with another video. And this time I am here with other YouTubers. And what we're going to do today is we're going to start off with a little PvP discussion. And we're going to be doing this every once or 2
Introduce
months,
yourselves.
guys. T, I will strangle the shit out of you if you tell me what to do. Okay, thank you. So
Good
guys,
advice.
okay, T, you know what? You can do this. Here you go. I'm gonna cancel it. You go. You can do it. Okay.
What, the intro?
Yeah, there you go. Go ahead.
No, all I was saying is before we go into PvP talk, let us introduce who's here,
It's fine, man.
so people
I was
know.
getting to that. I was getting to that until you kept talking.
No, you weren't.
Yes, I was.
Your intro is full of you. It weren't full of us. It sounded a bit selfish, in my opinion.
Wow. Okay, you're right. Go ahead, please. Go ahead, do it. Start it up.
Me do it.
Mhm.
Okay, let me stand on the table. Get a big.
Why don't you
Get
just
off the table,
stand
please.
down by the side of the table so everyone can
No.
be seen? You just said it was all about C Money. Now it's all about the T show.
Be a fucking wanker.
It's my 18th. Deal with it.
Get down, Toronto.
Yeah. Okay.
Good boy.
You ready?
We're ready.
Yo guys, it's Trent here with another video for you today. And today we are having a talk about DC, and we are called the YouTubers United, and we have here Pars. Say hi.
Hello.
Always, man. We have Android who can't talk. See you later. We have Money. We have Money. We have money. We have money.
R1C money isn't here right now.
Okay, we don't have R1C money.
Defeat.
We've got Shot Guardian.
You don't fuck with a god.
You don't fuck with Shot Guardian because like he's a god. And you've got Decepticon EU. Look at his little EU. It's ugly.
There's nothing wrong with that. Yo, everyone.
Decepticon is OP.
And we have R1C money.
How you doing?
5 years, mate. I'm flipping out. Let's start. Oh,
You're just a vandal.
when you're ready, let's start this. Who wants to kick it off?
Well, it's C Money's show, so I reckon he should start this off because it was his idea to get us all round this table.
That's alright. Decepticon, you want to start off, bro?
Right, well, we are
okay, let's talk about some
all here
PvP.
to talk about PvP. So,
Yeah.
any changes or any updates or anything that we think PvP needs at the moment, because it's too samey at the moment. We need some changes, some big changes real soon. So what we got?
Roll debuffs.
I have a lot of
Roll
things
debuffs.
to
First week.
talk about.
Roll debuffs.
Roll
We need
debuffs.
them back.
Fact.
Disabling
Fact.
PvE gear in PvP phase.
Hell yeah.
Definitely.
What? Oh yeah.
That'd be cool.
Definitely.
No more hybrids.
I need to do that.
Roll debuffs is the must. I swear to God. I'm trying to gear on my mental character who I want to be a troll. I'm not very good with mental DPS, and it's just a pain when I come up against a sorcerer healer and I just can't do anything against him. Oh man, I wish I could just like throw a debuff on it and just over and done with it.
See, the RPS system's the big one for me. I want
Definitely,
it back.
definitely.
Big time.
Yeah.
It gives everyone a use. You will never see a troll in like a 1v1 ever.
What's the point? What
No,
is the
because,
point?
like, I mean, they're kind of useless now. And, like, all
Exactly.
they can do is stun. They're like,
Exactly.
if they're going against a tank, like, they really ain't gonna have a chance because you can't really debuff tanks. And probably
Exactly.
the best thing you probably can do if put on a healing debuff, and plus they still gonna heal back. So I mean, it's no point.
Exactly. Another thing I really want to get removed, I don't know about you lot, I don't mind new players without any gear getting buffed to 96 gear, that's fine. But when the people with full 100 gear, like 250 SP, full mods, are getting clamped on their stats, that is really irritating, because then that means someone with 100 SP could literally start the game, get mods, and buff Cola, and be on the same stats as you with 250 SP, and it just does my head in. Like, I've got my SP for a reason. I want to use it. I don't want to be clamped, man. It's stupid. And then it would actually give other groups advantages over each other, meaning the top groups would probably have more SP, making the people go out and play more PvE to get skill points to then do PvP.
That would get
It
me
just
back
makes
into
more
PvE,
sense.
'cause
Exactly,
I don't
and
really
then-
know PvE at the moment, but I would do it.
That would make
if I
more
had
money
to get
for
more
the
skill
game
points.
itself.
I mean,
You know they're all about their money.
I mean, yeah, I understand that, but like, I'm gonna just say it like this: what if they have a power that carries them? Like,
True.
For instance, what if they have a power that carries them, and they got better gear than the other person? You know, like
Yeah, I know,
Mental,
but if
Celestial, like, I understand what you're coming from with the whole getting all your gear, and you should be stronger than them and stuff like that. But like, what if a person
no, not
that
stronger
actually
really.
Mhm.
Just
have-
don't get stat clamped.
There should
can hit the max
be a
prep.
point of getting 100 gear,
Oh,
shouldn't
I
there?
get you, I
At
get
the
you.
moment,
So like
there's
once you've got 100
there's
gear, you've
no
got that,
point
but
in
your
having
stats
it.
shouldn't get clamped. Like
Yeah,
if you go in
because
two people full 100, you still get clamped against each other.
Right, what you
Yeah.
about to say,
Right.
John?
I was saying that's basically meaning like skill points doesn't matter anymore in PvP. Like
It
that's
doesn't.
kind of why I stopped even grinding. Like, what's the point of queuing or doing PvP if my stats are gonna get clamped? Like, what's the point? It's like, what I find stupid about it is, why should a low level be doing PvP in the first place when he's a low level?
Exactly.
Like back in the day, everybody had to do legends when they were a fresh level 30 just to get gear. I can understand people don't like doing legends all the time, but once you get to like logistics, that's when you actually start doing arenas and actually doing some damage.
You know, I agree with you on that one because, like, since we have replays now, it's kind of useless to buy back skill points. I mean, not buy back skill points, but it's kind of useless to, you know, go in there and just do all the legends again. Unless you really love legends to the heart, to where I want to get all my legends characters back. But still, you know what I'm saying? Like, what's the whole point of letting them go in there and PvP, even though they could just buy all the feats back? Now, if you had a new account, yeah, I understand you on that. But I mean, if you have a character that has all the feats, you don't really have to go in there as a low level. Just buy all your feats back as soon as you make the character. Am I right?
Yeah.
That's all you have to do. But I can understand what you're coming from on that.
Also, you were saying SP doesn't seem useful in PvP, and that is a fact. I think, if I'm correct, Paz might know a bit more on this, but I seen on the forums and some YouTube videos about it that in DPS role you get a certain amount of critical attack damage.
Yeah, you get buffed to the cap. Like,
you get buffed to the cap. You don't need to spec SP and critical attack damage, so you don't even need really. You could probably get away with like 50 SP, and that's it. That's all you'd really need. It's insane. It's just, oh, it does my head in.
And you need about 130 SP.
Not also SP, it was something else. Something about PvE gear and PvP phase. Like, you know, PvP phase and PvE phase. Like, what? Like, I remember, like, there's a lot of people, I know most people don't do open world PvP, but I like going in open world, you know, beating the people.
Oh, yeah. Killing the villains, man.
Gear, but, like, everybody now is just in PvE gear, either using Flame Cascade or any other power that can one-shot in PvE gear on purpose. And PvE gear one-shot. Like, PvE is not PvP gear. It's not PvP at all. PvE is player versus environment. That specific type of gear is supposed to be meant for NPCs or, like, you know, raids and stuff. Not PvP.
Exactly.
Like, not against other players. So why should that gear be one-shotting other players when it's not specifically meant for PvP?
C-Money's got a good one for this.
They will have people out there will be full modded 100 PvP, and they can just get one-shotted. Cause I ran out there and the guy what you call that move? Flame Cascade, right?
Yep.
I got one-shotted. And he was talking mad trash. I'm like, I can't do nothing about you one-shotting me. If you throw on PvP gear to where me and you can actually fight it out, I probably have an advantage over you. You get what I'm saying? Cause like all you do is just run away, throwing out of power and one-shot me and talk trash. Is that skills or like what is that? Is that skills or that just like
no skills?
It makes me laugh at the PvE gear.
I could see if you would have actually caught me on block breaks, and beat me, but you're one-shotting me.
PvE gear should not be able to beat PvP gear.
To where he can't really defend himself. You get what I'm saying? And then not just that, don't it lift you up too, and knocks you back before you even get to break out fully, and kills you? See, that's what I'm saying. You can't defend yourself against it.
They also need to fix powers. Definitely need to fix
they're never gonna do that though, T. That's their money grab.
Powers overpowering others. Like, some powers are better than others. Which is
See, you can get away with a power being slightly overpowered, but when you've got powers like Celestial, it's just
Celestial's just
there'll always be powers OP. Having them powers OP, that makes at least 1 of 5 people is willing to go there.
Yeah, they nerfed this power back. You know how people be spamming beams out their head against other people? It used to have like a power back mechanic, so they took it out.
They took it out.
They can't spam beams anymore. The other thing is
Celestial was too much. It's too much.
Yeah, Celestial
being able to just sit there, do your literally in scrims, in 4s or 5s, the DPS puts their dots down and then just farms immunity, and that's all they have to do for damage. Literally all they have to do.
They don't even have to use their weapon. They could just sit at the back and.
So when they're not using their weapon, they don't get countered. They don't there's no chance of them being countered from using their weapon. And as well, when I'm there, when I was atomic DPS in 4s, I'm there trying to spam as much damage, trying to just do as much damage as possible, and I can't get close. There's no chance of me getting close. It's just they really need to sort it out, man.
And then another thing. I know I'm not trying to really complain about this because they're supposed to be the new style of PvP now. I actually liked it when people fight like in your face to where you can, you know, block break them if they want a whole block all day, or you know, stuff. All this rolling jump.
Oh, I hate rolling. I despise it.
I hate it with a passion. To me, it looks like that you need to run away from a person that needs to block break you. That means if you're not comfortable the way of your fighting style, and you know this person good enough to block break you, why you gotta glitch just to get a W? You're cheating to get a W against a person you don't like, or a person that's actually giving you a good fight, and you want to cheese them when they trying to fight you like how the game was really supposed to be made. Up close combat, not jump around like a kangaroo and catch a person slipping and say, "Oh look, I beat you." No, that is not skill. And I'm not gonna bash on all the rollers, because I actually have some good friends on the EU side that roll, and I have some good friends on the US side that roll. I'm not trying to bash on every single person, but it's just the fact that I don't see no good matches when people block break in front of each other and catch somebody. It's either you gotta run, roll, you gotta run away with your weapon. This ain't fighting, man. This is just like, oh, I'm playing tag with you. I don't want to play tag. I came in there to fight. No, I don't want to tag with you. I want to fight you like a man, like we came in here to do. Not play run away in tag, man.
Look,
They need to do something about this whole rolling situation. They need to make it to where if you roll, the block break symbol going to stay on there. Even if you roll glitching, it's going to stay on you for at least a good couple of seconds to interrupt you. So it can show all these noobs that want to roll, hey, if you roll, you're going to get interrupted either way. Just now, weapon-wise, it's kind of okay. I'll let that slide. It ain't like you dodging a block break. You get what I'm saying? Because when you... Huh? What'd you say?
I didn't mean to interrupt you or whatever, but there's something else you can do too that's really cheesy. So say if you know powers like hard light or whatever, you know, when they be hitting constructs, a lot of people are starting to do is lunge away from it to the point where you can keep lunging away. Same thing with munitions. You can lunge away from munitions
and it does no
glitch their damage. Like they can glitch it to the point you won't do no damage to the person that's lunging away from you. And you'll waste all your power.
Yeah, the lunge glitch has been real bad on the EU server. It's been being exploited big time.
Cheesy ways.
Yeah, like a lot
I didn't even know that until you mentioned it. I didn't even know that until you mentioned it.
Also, what else? The only powers that you can't do that
Movie stick pass.
is Celestial and Mental. You can't glitch away from Celestial and Mental.
The two OP'est powers in the game. Alright, well now
Boy,
you
look,
said Mental is nerfed now. So
Assault Killer's just put a real good thing up on the board.
Munitions is OP, but like the only OP thing about it is shotgun.
Yeah, I actually fought somebody with that. Like it's like to where you like it shows like the animation where you could block it, and somebody always try to block break right when you hold them block so they can fall down. I don't like that.
Yeah. A lot of people just like, but all you gotta do is just lunge at them or lunge away from them now. But the thing is about shotgun, like the only reason why I use it, like I only use it on people who's broken powers. Like Celestial, or like the only powers I use it on is Celestial, Fire, Ice, Mental, what else? Tanks, Atomic Tanks, and Hard Light too. And that's pretty much it. Even munitions, like even if somebody's the same power as me. But a lot of people just been glitching my moves to the point like I can't even do any damage. Even like you can glitch explosion, you can glitch away from chain grenades, the moves that set you on fire. You can glitch away from everything that you do with munitions and hard light. So like, what am I supposed to do? And
Going back to the two different phases, we just had a good one from Assault Killer. He's put right up on the board. He's put they should, if you go into the PvP world or like the PvP phase, all your PvE gear should automatically be took off you, and you should only be equipped in your PvP. And then same as if you go into the PvE world, you can only be equipped in PvE gear, and all your PvP gear gets took off you. What do we think of that one?
That'd be good.
See, I think that'd be a brilliant idea. That'd just straight away, that'd stop all your little hybrids. All the point of if you're in PvP world,
you want to say?
Can you not hear me, C-Money? I am talking. No, he can't hear me. Great.
Is Decepticon even there? Like,
he's talking right now.
I've been talking. You're just ignoring me. It'd just be one of them things. If you could go through the PvP world and only run into PvP characters, surely that'd make the game a million times better straight away.
Yeah.
Definitely.
It would.
And there's not people sitting in the sky spamming flame cascade and one shine.
Exactly. Also, one thing I think they need to sort is just, in general, if you go into a 1v1, it's just, I hate it. I hate it now. I never queue 1v1s anymore.
Yeah, I do 2s now.
And I never even do 2s. I just hate it because without a doubt, you will come up against a Celestial and a Sorcerer Healer, and that's it. Pretty much it.
Don't forget about fire tanks.
And fire tanks, yeah, don't forget about them flipping wastelands.
I pretty much only do legends now purely because of that. Because my main is electric and my ult is rage, and they're both pretty average powers. So you queue arenas and you know you're coming up against the OP power, and it's just a struggle to beat these OP powers. Even if you play 10 times better than a person, they can still win.
To be honest, I think they need to sort the queuing system out on depending on gear wise. So say you queue as a 1v1 in 97 gear, they should try to match up with someone who's 97 gear. Because I was queuing 1v1s on my mate's account the other day trying to get gear. And I just kept coming up against people, like, literally they were full 100 and fully modded. I don't even know why they're queuing it, man. I was like, what are you doing here? Get out and do something else. Go get some SP or something, I don't know. I'm there trying to gear and I'm just getting slapped because I ain't got gear, man. They should do some type of thing like that. I'd like that.
See, the only problem with that is, I'm not sure how it is on the US server, but on the EU, whenever I try and queue PvP now, the queues just take so long to pop because there's not many people PvPing. So if they do that as well, then it'd just be a myth to get into a PvP game.
That's pretty true.
And
well, if they didn't get to this point of ruining the PvP that much, people would still be doing it.
You know what? That's what it comes to this. Like I said before, with you guys earlier before we started this, they need to make it to where it's more active, like as in bringing PvP to PvE. You know, because you'll never know if you would like it or not. I actually hear a couple of PvPers that's PvPing now. They actually was PvEers and they got into PvP. You know what I'm saying?
That's right to me.
They need to make more things involve PvE with PvP. Like I said, they need to have it to where we can do events every hour. You can queue up, you can evade the Hall of Doom, or you can evade the Watchtower. And if you come successful, you will get feats. If you just say like this, you would survive, right, with your raid, you will at least get 50 point feat. You know, you get what I'm saying? You get like down, let me say like at least 10 downs on a hero or a villain. You'll get a 25 point feat. It will show, and it will make more people get involved with PvE. I mean, it will make the people that in PvE will get more involved with PvP. You get what I'm saying? It's more things and more opportunities they can do with this game. They just need to come together and talk about it and have a discussion about it. You know what I'm saying?
Like literally what you're saying, if they could literally find a way to make PvEers do PvP and more PvPers do PvE, it would make the game so much better, because it's just PvE based at the moment. And I think, to be honest, a lot of people are missing out on how fun PvP is.
You know what they're going to say though, too?
At the moment it's a bit broken.
We have Diamond Heist. That'll be what
Diamond Heist is
that's what they'll
useless,
tell us. You have
They should do
diamonds,
stuff like this. So
complaining.
say you get they should do little rewards like this. You do PvP matches, a certain, like, probably not exactly like this, but I'll just give an example for just this. Say you queue up on certain days you have to queue up Star Labs, and if you win like 3 matches in a row, you will get 10 marks of victory for PvE. Meaning you can get some more marks or stuff like that, or you get some complex material, exceptional recovery kit, just some PvE based stuff off doing PvP, and maybe mix that into it and stuff like that. And doing what they could do is little tournaments, and in the tournaments the prizes could be marks of victory and maybe some pieces, even pieces of gear from the new DLC, just to get people into PvP. And then for getting PvPers into PvE, obviously when they're doing it, you've got feats and that. But for example, because obviously a lot of PvEers of PvPers, you've got a lot of people with high SP, obviously, and then you've got a lot with low SP. And onto a low SP should, when they go to do PvE, obviously get the feats. But I don't know what they could really do, like give marks of victory away in some alerts, like as well. So instead of just for basically pretty much both content, give away PvE stuff and PvP stuff, just to help out each stuff. Try and get it mixed in, involved and mixed through, if you get what I'm saying.
We need more feats for PvP anyway. I'm telling you, all these people that have low SP right now, they're mostly doing PvP only. If there was actually way more feats for PvP, or like if there was the same amount of feats for PvP and PvE, a lot of people would have a lot of high SP for those people who are just PvP based.
Because they do have a lot of people, a lot of players out there that has low skill points because they don't do PvE, they just do straight PvP. They need it to where it's more active on both sides where you can get a lot of skill points, because like, to be honest, if you really want feats like that from PvP, you gotta be every day playing this game. Every single day. Even if you maxed out on your gear, they need to make it more things that we can do on the PvE side. They'll have more PvE players, because think about it, like how can I say this, 99% that's playing this game is PvE people. Like, come on, it's PvE people, right?
Yep.
Probably ever since they messed up PvP, it's been like 50% people playing, especially on the EU side, because like what what's his name was saying, he was talking about when you try to queue up, is rarely you get in the queue.
Yeah.
It's rarely when you get in the queue. But over here, it's kind of like that too, but not too much, because we have more players on. You know, we have more more of these kids running around playing this game. But I do understand where you're coming from, because I kind of wanted to say that a little earlier. I did try to queue up arenas on the EU side, and it did take a little bit for me to get in one match or two. And then I went against 2 fire tanks. So you already know how that went.
God.
You already know how that went.
Yeah,
So,
I just had my man Law turn around and say, what do you think of fire?
What do you think? What do I think of fire?
Yep.
It's
good DPS
I'ma
in,
say
it's
it
a
like
fair
this.
power.
It's even in DPS. I actually went against people in DPS role that can heal themselves. I think they just need to decrease the healing a little bit, because the only way I can see you can beat a fire person, because I fought many of fire tanks and I caught them on thousands of block breaks. It's not even, they just healed it back. Plus they popped their cola like it ain't nothing. And the only way I can beat them if I go a healing power myself. That's the only way I'm gonna beat them.
In my
You see
opinion,
atomics like that for me.
if you
Christoph just wrote
switch
that in the
fire
chat.
to do PvP, literally, if you switch, I'm gonna switch fire just to go do PvP as a fire tank to bloody beat everyone, then that's kind of newbie. That's just being a noob. If you're a fire player who's been fire forever and always stuck with fire, then fair enough. If you want to be a fire tank, you do it. You've been fire for that time. You've been devoted to that power. Plus the DPS is alright, but it gets a bit of healing. But that's, I guess you could say that with quite a few powers. Like Rage has got some really good healing if you know how to use it ish.
Atomic's a nightmare at the
Atomic's
moment.
got really good bloody healing, like it's insane.
The
Probably
only
even better
thing
than
is,
fires.
though, with Rage,
You
it's
use a lot of
actually
power.
there's a penalty for it
Mm-hmm.
to get the healing. Whereas with Fire and Atomic, it's just not, it's just part 1 power.
Exactly.
And there you
That
go,
would be
you got the
perfect.
healing.
Yeah, because especially if, like, I'm Atomic, I went against a fire tank on the EU side. I actually finally beat fire tanks. Because when I was gadgets over there, I couldn't do nothing. I couldn't do
Oh,
nothing.
I'm gonna wait till you're done.
I couldn't do nothing against the damn fire tank. It was like my life was on the line, basically. Me trying to bruise the damn tank. Plus he's healing like crazy. Then he pop a supercharge when he's like in the middle of his health. Then he got a cola. Now, when I bump into people now, I'm Atomic. When I get blues off of you, I will heal. Trust me, I will heal, and I can beat you. Plus I'm doing damage.
But while we're
Now,
on the
the other
subject,
thing-
oh,
Money.
Huh?
Other thing I want to say was so cheesy, and there's like a glitch with Atomic, so it's so cheesy to the point where you can hit a lunge combo and use a AM block break move.
Yeah.
Like you can lunge at them and block break them at the same time. That is so broken.
That's been
Like
around.
powers
since the
should not
advanced
be able to
mechanics.
block break in the first place. That's how it was back in the glory days of PvP. People have to farm for their block breaks. Most of the people that are Atomic now are just abusing that BB mechanic that it has. Because all you have to do
Yeah.
is either get your aura or just pop your buff, hit a lunge combo
fire
just to
noise?
block break somebody. You don't even have to hold a triangle just to block break somebody as Atomic. All you gotta do is just hit a power. Like Atomic is so broken right now. And everybody's saying it's not cheesy or it's not OP, damage is garbage.
What were you gonna
Okay,
say,
damage is
Seth?
garbage in PvE, don't get me wrong, but PvP, it's very broken. Like, I mean, very, very broken.
but
Same
while
thing
we're
with
on the
fire,
subject
flame
of
cascade, you can
healing,
block break.
and I know everyone has an issue with the healing stuff, what are we thinking on the barrels? Do you not think it's about time they bloody took barrels out of PvP? Because they're probably the most annoying thing for me doing a PvP match.
Since
The
they
thing
brought
about
in
the barrels-
Gotham Knight, where
know-
everyone has restoration, the barrels just heal way too much.
Yep.
Like if it went back to role specific gear, then it wouldn't be too bad. Because obviously, if you're a healer and you grab a barrel, then you would do a lot of healing. But if you're a DPS and you grab a barrel, you won't get as much healing back, which is how it should be.
But the thing is, the only problem I have when people grab healing barrels is probably when tanks and healers do it. I don't really have a problem with DPS grab it because I can kill them while they're getting healed. Because I'll just be doing too much damage to them when they're trying to heal.
Yeah.
But, man, I don't know. You know how everybody's tired of fighting tanks and healers in arenas sometimes? They should probably just do matchmaking so where a DPS could just select the matchmaking to only fight a DPS.
They need to
or-
bring RPS. That's what they need to bring. RPS.
Just do that.
That
They
thing
should
which
bring
needs to
back
be brought back.
movement debuffs to be honest too. Or 100% shields. Cause thing about it was, you know, back in the day, ice tanks were just, yuck. We don't want to talk about
ice tanks with explosive block. knock you
ice
off the
tanks with
nodes.
regenerative shielding.
Yeah, man.
But like ice tanks were complaining because everybody's using movement debuffs on them and started slapping them. And it was
So
just
should we go,
hilarious.
if you're gonna use something that's OP, then someone else should have something that can take that OP stuff away from you.
Yeah, like if you wanna, like that's how I am. Somebody put cheese on me or use something broken and cheesy, or cheese in general. You why can't I use it back? Basically, you gotta fight fire with fire nowadays. And a lot of people been saying PvP makes DCUO no money. People be buying power tokens out the ass just to go OP power to win in PvP nowadays. Because
That's true.
they either fighting a trash talker that's an OP power, or they just want to be an OP power just to win and or just be a OP power. Like it's just ridiculous.
It is. See, I never Q1v1s anymore because of how PvP is just a bit gets abused. I only do 4s or 5 scrims, and even they're broken. If I'm rage DPSing and I've got, say, a nice DPS with me or something like that, not even nice, any other power really, and I come up against a Celestial and Hardlight, it's kind of a struggle. If one team has a Celestial DPS over the other, they will most likely have the advantage because of the amount of dots, and that's just it's really annoying. At the moment I've even got my own Celestial ult, and I win matches in 1v1s as a Celestial, and I'm such a scrub. I'm not skilled. If I beat anyone on a 1v1 with my Celestial character, I do not think, I'm sick, I'm better than you. I literally say to myself, I'm just a noob using my power. It's just such a sweaty little sweat.
The most annoying thing about it is the fact that it's not counterable unless you do 2 combos in a row. It's like, you're not opening yourself up to counters, but you're still doing more damage than the other person.
When my friend King Johnny was Celestial, he showed me where you can do that without getting interrupted, and it's very cheesy. He's not showing the whole server so everybody can go Celestial and abuse it. Cause everything, like you can just, I don't know. I understand where you guys coming from too.
Hate it.
So
I don't even mind hard like that
thoughts
much.
on the munitions?
It's alright.
Shotgun.
No.
That's all I have to say about that.
No,
Fucking shotgun.
I think it's fine. The shotgun hits hard, but if you counter it, you're fine.
But you can't counter it if I'm in the middle of that gun move, and as soon as you go for a block, I just block break you. Because my block break, at least you know how to. If you know how to roll, I hate to say it, if you know how to roll, that's the only way you're gonna get away from my block break. Because as soon as I see that motion you going into it, I'm gonna block break you on point. I'm gonna do it. I like that. I'm gonna just wait for you. If you don't do it, you just don't do it. You're not gonna interrupt me. Because I just got done.
I can tell you how to counter a shotgun too. You can glitch it basically with lunging away or lunging right at it.
Yeah, I did that. I did that before.
But now, since I've been telling everybody that, so now every time I fight somebody now, they're just gonna lunge at me the whole time, the whole fight. Now,
It just
all my moves.
It hits very hard though. Like
yeah, that's the only.
That's
the only move that hits hard. I'm just saying. I don't mean to cut you off like that, but.
No, you good. But just say like if I don't interrupt you in time, or if I don't do anything on time, you will just like kill my health like in 2 seconds.
Yeah, I will.
Cause like I said, I got done fighting. I got done scrimming the munitions. One of my friends, and he almost beat me by using that move a lot. I'm like, I ain't gonna talk about it. I'm like, yo, you kind of using that move on the cool. And then when I start figuring out how to get away from it, I start lunging at him and lunging away, just to get past that.
Yeah, I know nobody don't want to be eating that damage. Like, for my counter, it's like, for how I counter that is every time I block break somebody or block them, I will hit shotgun. That's the only time I'll hit it. No, because people are just lunging away and all that. And a lot of people can glitch this move. If you see me right now, well, I'm in PvE gear, but hold up, explosion. Like say if I'm just doing my, hold up, let me just do it real quick and show you a brief demonstration.
Okay.
Okay, so everybody, the whole gang's here. Everybody sees what I'm doing. Just lunge at me the whole time.
Okay.
And I'm only hit explosion. Okay, see, I'm hitting this move. You're not taking damage.
Right. It's like you just the only person that's taking damage.
Yeah,
now,
and when I hit shotgun's not doing no damage to you.
Yeah, but see, that's the lunging glitch. That happens with pretty much all powers. All you've got to do is lunge away, and pretty much nothing happens.
Now, look, do your full rotation. If we was fighting, right? Like, just like if I'm trying to hit you, do the gun move, like your whole rotation. Come back here. So they... Look at this. Look at this.
But then again, you're in PvE gear.
But I mean, even in PvP gear, it's still going to be the same results.
Because like I said, PvP gear should be one-shotting PvE. I'm just saying.
I'm gonna switch right quick for you. It's still going to be the same results.
You at half health. Then again, I expect my all my skill points in the critical attack chance. Since critical attack damage is useless.
Now look, everybody. Look at this. Look at this damage. All right, go for it. If I'm not blocking that, look how he's raping my gear. Like I said, raping my gear. Look how he's raping my health. Like already that much damage.
There's another thing that people who use shotgun, after they hit shotgun, they'll hit explosion. You can block that. As soon as
You gonna block that?
Yeah, as soon as after they hit all their hits with shotgun, you just hit. If I hit explosion, you can just get back up and block it, and I'll get knocked down.
See, it's so many stuff they need to fix in this game that will make it a lot better.
They need to just start bringing out the PvP updates more regularly. Because I remember it must have been a few years ago now. They said they're gonna start bringing out PvP updates every 6 months, and it's been 2 years since we had the season 3 drop, and since then we've had game update 56, and that's the only PvP update we've had.
Gotham Knight was a long time ago, wasn't it? When you really think about it, it was a real long time ago.
Honestly, it's not like they have to do much. They just have to release some new gear with some new styles, and it will just make the PvP scene a lot more active.
Listen, you know yourself. How happy would you be with just one new set of gear? Going up one tier. That'd make me over the moon.
Just give it a 50 feet point, and that would be it. Literally just a 50 feet point and a new set of gear. People would be on PvP. I swear to God.
Yeah, like if they made most of the feats for PvP 50 feet. I said 50 feet. 50 feet point. Everybody would be grinding their ass off just to get those feats, because you know how people are not gonna just sit around and let you get them feats off of them. Everybody's gonna be fighting to get those feats.
Right, they're able to make new DLC gear every
3 months
month,
now.
yeah.
Well, every month
3
now,
months,
yeah.
and what's it called? They get you get 8 new styles, I think it is in total. No, you get a whole new style in turbo, and you get whole new style, and you get 8 pieces, yeah. And that you can create that whole style in probably 2 months, because the rest is like not even style
Well,
pieces.
then you think you double it up, T, because you get the elite version of it as well.
Yeah, so they're able to create 4 in 2 months. Yeah, 4 styles. No, not 4 styles. 2 styles in 2 months. Yeah, I'm pretty sure out of anywhere, if they were going to release PvP every 6 months, they could easily just slip in their spare time 1 style just for a new set of gear. Just buff the stats up a bit. Don't even have to be mad stats difference. Just buff the stats up a bit. Put a new style on it, and then that would be literally give a 50 feet point for it. Oh, that'd be it.
Do you want to just know the simple answer to it?
Just
and
to get some
I
more
can tell
gear.
you why. There's no money. What money do they earn from PvP? Nothing. There's no money in it for them. Why are they going to bother making new PvP gear when they earn not a penny from PvP? Not a single penny.
That's only because they've ruined it.
No, the thing
back,
is,
back in the day when
actually
PvP was popping,
is kind of making the money because everybody's buying power tokens now.
Yeah, but still, they still buying power tokens for the flavor of the month. You forgot PvP peoples. Get ready. They'll get a certain power. They'll change either to a fire or whatever they can heal. They can suck up all that damage and cheese.
Yeah, but if you look at the powers what people are going with, the main powers they're going with, they're not just the PvP ones. They're the ones what are hitting hard as a DPS as well, so they can go in there and be top of that board. That's all they're bothered about. But I'm one of the few players, I couldn't give a shit where I finish on the board, as long as I finish the raid. So many other people just want to be top. That's all they're bothered about, want to be top every single time.
There's another thing I want to talk about, is selfish DPS too. Like say if you're doing a raid and you die right next to somebody, they're just continuing their rotation or whatever.
Yeah, they're not picking you up.
They'll drop a supply drop and carry on with their rotation.
Yeah.
Supercharge.
Yeah.
That's messed up, bro.
Claim they didn't see
In my
you.
opinion, I think they should in PvE, because you've got all these OP powers in PvP and PvE. They should really, they never will, but it's one thing everyone's always asking for. Just not even by a major amount. Just make every power DPSable in content, not by mad amount. Like, obviously, they're always going to have a slightly OP power just for the damage. That's fine. I'm not fussed with that, but you will never, ever get into a raid as an electric or a nature DPS. But there's some powers recently which I've seen, like a few people in my league cropping up doing great damage. For example, I'll give you literally one of the best hardlight DPSs I know, Green 5 from my league. He will smash. I've seen him smash ice DPSs and sorcery DPSs in new content. He's an absolute beast with hardlight.
Oh,
So,
yeah,
and as well, Innovate as well in my league. He's Celestial at the moment, but he was Rage before, and he was Rage. I'm just gonna let that sink in. Rage DPS. He was using the range loadout and kept up with a sorcery DPS. And now he's Celestial, and he keeps up with all flipping ice and sorcery, man. It's insane. So I like to see powers like that doing great damage, because it just gives more options. But I really wish they'd buff Electric, which they were supposed to be doing last update, but they didn't. Electric Nature, all them should get buffed, man.
Oh, go ahead.
The last two powers. Oh, my bad.
No, go ahead.
I'm saying the last two powers they need to buff is probably Electric and Nature. The only thing I think that those are the only two powers I think need to be buffed.
Yeah,
the rest are alright.
Nature on one of my alts, and I just wanted to test out like a good loadout or something, and like all the damage is cool. I'm not even gonna lie. It's cool.
When I was doing PvE a few months ago, my main is Electric, and I went into, I can't remember what the raid was called, I can't remember for the life of me, but I've gone in there now, and I used my first power, and they saw that I was Electric, and instantly I got kicked from the raid, and that hurt me so bad. I was thinking, you just kicked me because I'm Electric, like come on now, just let me do the raid, we'll complete it anyway, but you gotta kick me.
Pathetic.
Yeah, oh yeah, cause I want to rant about the PvE community too. How toxic the PvE community is too.
Before we get into the PvE stuff, I kind of wanted to ask all of y'all, what y'all, Decepticon, when I seen the new maps for PvP, I've seen Decepticon video and I've seen what he was talking about, showing screenshots and all that stuff. I'm kind of liking what they're trying to do for at least a little bit for PvP. But I want to see more. I want to see like more PvP maps instead of the same we're playing Ace Chemicals and.
I'd like to see new maps in the game. PvE, PvP, full stop. Everything what they're bringing out now is just rehashed old shit. There's no new ideas whatsoever. And when you do get a new idea, it's just the smallest, crappiest little. Let's go down the skinny little corridor. Come to a big room. Skinny little corridor, big room. It's pointless. There don't seem to be the effort in this game no more.
Right. But
Sorry, I died for a second.
No, you good.
No, you good.
But nah, it's just like, you know, I just want to see more from this game. I know, like, out of all the money they getting from us, I know they could do more. Cause like, I heard at least 5 people on this server, I don't know about the EU server, but at least I heard about 5 people, they spent $500 buying booster bundles. Their membership is a year. Yeah.
You absolutely mad.
$500.
I've never spent a penny on booster bundles, and I never will.
Yeah, no, I know a few
I think
people
I spent
that
about £50. I'll admit to that.
Probably on the EU server, I at least know 20 to 30 people who at least bought one, and a few people who bought a good few. Literally, you look at Earhart. Earhart bought what? Probably 20 of them. 20 booster bundles at £10 a pop. That's ridiculous.
To be honest, it's not even worth it, really.
No.
If you look at the latest one, Cosmic Material, oh my god, that is so amazing, isn't it? Oh my god. I'm so happy they brought that out.
Law said a real good thing with that, right? We was talking about, with the stuff what had dropped in this one. Alright, the blue shock thing what Shock's wearing now looks absolutely amazing. I like that. But that Cosmic Material, what they could have done, instead of doing it where it's a whole piece of your item was changed, if you could do it where it was a bit of trim. So for example, all the white lines on me, if I could have turned them to Cosmic.
I think you can.
No, you can't, it's a whole piece.
I thought you know what you mean.
If it was just like the little bit of trim, just a tiny little bit on each item, how good would that have looked?
That'd be awesome.
That would have just, everyone would have wanted it then. but because it turns your whole body into it, it just, or the
I'm too
whole
lazy to
piece,
sort it out like that.
yeah, it's crap. Absolutely crap. Not worth the money.
Hey, I wanna make another point. You know how they're making all these rare, cool-looking auras that are different colors? Why won't they just make an aura to the point where we could just literally go on our color palette and change the color of it? Instead
Yeah,
of
that'd be awesome.
making specific
It would
other
be,
colors.
but they'll never do that. They'll
because
lose
then
too much money.
Like,
once you've got
everybody
one
knows
aura,
that.
A lot of money from that.
yeah, you'd never
That'll
need
make-
another one.
They should just do that. But you know,
They'd
they
lose
don't
out
wanna
on so
give
much
us-
money. You forget
They
that
don't
they
wanna
just
give us
want
what we
money.
If I was
It's
ever
like
a game
every-
developer, like I would give my customers or whatever, like things what they would like.
It would
Yeah,
make
that
sense,
would-
because then they would stay playing the game, wouldn't it? It just makes sense in
Yes.
people's
If
minds.
you actually give people what they want on the game, they will stay and play it more. If
This
you just
game,
keep coming up with better ideas. But this game keeps making dumb decisions
Yep.
that messes up everything.
they've got no
Either the
idea
people that
how
are
to
just
keep this
still
game
playing
running.
it are just addicted to it because they played it for years.
Yeah.
I know loads of
the
people
game-
who's just dropped off.
the-
Loads
the
of people just ain't
hardcore-
interested no more. Just because the game
is
ain't
very
helping.
addicting. Like, to be honest, all jokes aside, ain't this game very addicting to everybody in here, right?
It
To
is,
be honest.
definitely.
Yep.
Okay, why won't
I don't have
they
friends
give us
anymore.
what we want? Like, you gotta think about it. We paying for membership. We
I'm not.
we buying all this stuff
Yeah.
that y'all throwing out for us, right? If we giving y'all ideas, we not trying to take over y'all job. We just want you to prove a little bit of more coming from us. I'm
No,
not
we're
like-
playing the game. They're not.
Yeah.
We know what everyone. If everyone's suggesting one thing, do it.
Yeah.
Don't ban people, cause like, I'm not trying to be rude. I ain't trying to be all like, oh, you act like Super Patriot, and I'm not trying. I don't got nothing against Super Patriot if he end up watching this video. But how everybody calling Super Patriot names, cause he's kind of defending them. I actually hear him say a couple of things, and it was some I can actually agree to. Not everything, but some things, some adjustments, and some things that he's saying I can actually agree to. You know,
Mhm.
but it's the fact that it's the developers. They gotta push themselves and say, hey, look, these guys are giving us great ideas. They play the game probably more than we do. I'm not saying they don't
Yep.
play the game at all to know what's going on or not.
Well, they very
Well, it's
rarely
just
play
the
it.
fact-
That's the problem. They're on the test server,
Yeah.
and that's pretty much it.
Yeah, it's the fact that you giving us the test service, right? You giving us all the stuff to try it out. So why not, if we give our opinion, you cannot ban us for giving our opinion and what makes the game that will make it more better. See, what y'all messed up at, when y'all start listening to those new players that start coming to the game. I was mad when update 41 dropped. I was like one of the strongest ice tanks / ice DPS out here until update 41 dropped. I couldn't take on 8 people like I used to do back in the day. You know, I can't do none of that because it's like y'all listen to
That's a bit
all
OP
the
though,
new
to be honest.
players. Now
I
people
used to
want,
be a
now look at the
monster
game
at
now.
Hard
It's broken. It's to where you gotta be a certain power to be an advantage of somebody that has at least better skills than you, or not. Am I right?
To be honest, I don't know what was worse. The OP powers or the one shots. Because at least with the one shots, if you got countered, you could win and beat them.
But the
Yeah,
PC
you
players,
have to-
Law's
you
just
actually
put
have
it
to
up
counter
about the
people with
PC
that.
players. PC players have just, they've half destroyed the EU server. I don't know how bad it is over here, but over on the EU server, they've just, where everything is just such a simple press of a button for them. Plus with their silly little hacks, what they put in, they keep on claiming they
I've
don't
actually-
use the hacks. But it's, the PC boys are just ruining the EU side for us, big time.
That's a good point.
There's one
Hey,
league.
Shaq?
I've got a great video for you to watch. You have to listen to this. Go watch Pars's video when he's fighting the guy in 1v1. He puts the time in where this guy, literally, I don't even know how he does it. He does this mad block break. He does it. It's literally because he's a PC player. You see it, and I'm thinking, I don't think I could have ever done that. I don't think I could have ever done that
tell you,
with my
I
remote.
can tell you all now,
I seen it.
100%, right? With us, you all know, when you want to block break, you got to keep your finger on triangle, right? They don't have to keep their finger on name. It is literally one click of the left button mouse or the right button mouse. That's all it is. One click, and they block break. Whereas us, you have to keep your finger down, held down. Now I know it's only a second, maybe 2 seconds difference, but that makes a big difference in a 1v1 fight. A big difference.
I went against a PC player, and Shock did say I didn't notice it at first until Shock pointed out. PC players move quicker than I do.
They put the speed hacks in.
They have
They
a
move
speed
quick.
advantage against us.
I
Against
was like,
console
what is
players.
this?
PC people have a speed advantage.
I've actually, when I was on test server, I downloaded the speed hack, and I tell you now, it is not anything like anyone with a PC. If they're running DC on their PC, they can use it. It's not hard to set up, and you can use it. It's the most abusive thing on the game. You can do it in PvE, you can do it in PvP, and do you know what the league I've seen do it the most? And I think this is what Pars was actually going to say. The Happy Tree Friends, that league. I've seen them do it in PvE, and I've seen them do it in PvP.
I wasn't gonna name them, but not just the speed hack. There's a whole
Okay.
bunch of glitches that a lot of people don't know about. So I'm not gonna mention any of them, so people don't
Yeah,
start
see,
using them.
Laura's
But
put
Happy
that they've
Tree
got no
Friends,
delay. No
they-
delay
It's
whatsoever.
some of the glitches that they do.
Hey,
Actually, mad.
have you ever go against a PC player to where, like, you get close to him, you lag? I fought this guy in a 2v2. Good thing I was a healer. I was on this tune. I was a healer. He was like, I went to his partner. He's PlayStation. I got close to him. I was lagging. I backed away, like start lunging away with my hand blasters, and I lunged at his league mate. Like I said, PlayStation. I wasn't lagging. I turned around, lunged back at him. Here it is. He's going through the floor. I'm like, what? Wait, what?
Yeah, see, that's a fuck up, isn't it? That is a complete and utter fuck up.
Lag switch. They got a lag switch. Not a
I
lag
was
switch,
like-
you up.
I thought it was my internet. I was like, is that my internet? I was like, man. But that's why I really play the I really play the PvE more, because it's like it's too much stuff. They gotta fix, man. It's too much stuff they gotta fix.
They just need to get into it now and start working on it, because it's so bad right now. They just need to, you know, even if every PvE update they brought out a few little fixes for PvP instead of just doing it all in one big update, I'll be happy with that.
Right.
Slowly working towards it.
Yeah.
At least they're trying. At least they're
Exactly.
trying.
It's better than just nothing. Just nothing.
They need to come out. They need to come out to where they need to actually have a date or an announcement where they can say, "Hey, look, guys, we're gonna work on PvP. You tell us your opinions, and we will try to sit down and have a
See,
discussion."
do you
That is
know
the only way
when...
we'll get this going if they do this
Yo,
instead of
the
working
other
on
thing-
PvE.
The other thing that I want to say about certain people that be on the devs nuts or tip or whatever, that just literally ride their nuts, right? So this, like, they be like, oh, you just have to talk very politely to the devs. Like, everybody's been saying this in the most respectful way as possible, but Maps just wants to drop down the ban hammer. I'm not trying to bring disrespect to him, but why is he banning people when they're stating out true facts? Like DC is probably like the only thing that I know that try to revoke everybody's rights. Like,
Yep.
why do they not know what the hell the First Amendment is? And I don't understand this.
Do you,
Listen,
do you know,
I understand what Go Gamer says. Like, I understand, and he is right about most of the shit that they do. I don't
Yeah.
care if he might come out, or some people say he might come off as
I
a
hate
bad
him.
guy, but he's really not. He's actually been, like, all this time, Go Gamer has been nice to the devs for the longest, after all through these years they went through. And the devs just kept making bad changes, and they kept either banning him or banning other players that are even agreeing with him, or they're stating agreeable, you know, statements that they're putting out in the forums, and they just getting
Listen,
banned.
the best example
Did
of
you
that,
see?
right, is Orbit. You think Orbit opened his mouth up and said a few little bad points about the game. Look what they tried doing to him, and now he just turned his back on the game completely. One of the biggest advertisers for the game on YouTube, and they've literally turned his back, so he's turned his back on them. You'll never see the man on this game again. Never.
You lost 2 of your top DCUO channels. You lost Smile Before Death, even though a lot of people hate him. You lost Smile Before Death. No, I'm just saying a lot of people hate
Smile
him.
was good,
Like,
he was just racist. That was his problem.
I just,
Yeah.
well, every time I spoke his name on the EU side, all I would hear is wanker, cunt.
No, he was good. Genuinely, he was good. He was good for the game. But the problem was, he got caught too many times saying the words he shouldn't be using. Listen, anyone can use certain words, right? If you're of that right colour. If you're a white man, you can't be using certain words. He was using words what he should not have been using. He got caught. That's what turned everyone against him. It weren't all the other stuff he was doing. It was when he got caught being a racist, everyone just turned on him.
Yeah.
And then he tries telling that he weren't a racist when, well, listen, there's videos up of you saying the shit. Videos what he put up himself, the dick. But I think he's alright. I'm not gonna lie. I do think he's alright.
He's doing better now than he was.
No, he done the right thing. Yeah, he done the right thing. He proper did. He backed up away from this game, and he started to take off on Destiny. He's earning himself a nice bit of money now, so you can't bloody knock him.
The other thing is, what about other MMOs? Like certain MMOs, like Warframe, even though if it's free to play, Warframe, like they don't lock out other players from the new DLC that drops. Everybody can get it. It's just either you can just buy it or take the time to grind for it. That's what I like about Warframe. Everything is free, or you can purchase it. You have the option to, or just, you know, grind for it. I don't know why DC does that. Not many people have the money to pay for these DLCs. I know it's like $10 or whatever, but they don't know many people's situations.
At the end of the day, Shock, that is one thing what will never change. This is a business. They have got to earn the money.
They
so
have
no
to
matter
earn
what,
money.
they have got to earn their money.
We break games.
Look, Decepticon, you heard, look, a business that will take their other business, even though they got a half-done project, to another company. You put Xbox, people, they say it takes years to log in. Why if you're not planned and you're not prepared, don't try to move your project to other people's, because then when they're trying to function with you sitting there looking like, hey man, look, I'm running a little late. If you're running a little late, I'm not gonna want to do anything with you. If you don't have your stuff on time, everything's on right, you're not gonna get hired. And you know they trying to move their project to another system, and it's like you don't know half of these Xbox people is gonna play DC Universe. Yeah, some people probably bumped into the game and thought it was pretty nice or whatever, which they could come over and they got what they wanted. That it did come over, but it's the fact that it's always so many problems. And the second part is when I was waiting for this new DLC that was supposed to be dropping, that's out right now, a lot of people got banned on the forums. That GOH Gamer, he actually said, he was like, hold on, how you ban people by just agreeing, saying, yeah, it's a little late? You ban all those peoples because they just said it was a little late.
That was childish.
You cannot do that. You cannot run a business like that. You cannot worry about other people like you're worrying about Xbox, right? How you gonna worry about Xbox and you got all these people that's playing your game right now that have been spending money since day one they've been playing this game? You can't just sit there and say, hey look, I'm gonna just put y'all down. I don't care for y'all right now. My main focus is on the Xbox right now. We gonna focus. No, you can't do business with people like that. You can't. You can't just go around want to throw stuff out when you wanna. It's all about the having a date and a time and all your stuff together. You can't do that. You get what I'm saying?
Oh, the Xbox boys have come to realize real soon. They'll all be jumping on the game now, be enjoying it. Right, you got to think, when we first started playing this game, them first 30 levels, it blew me away. I couldn't believe how good this game was going to be. Then all the way up through the fuzzies, the game was absolutely amazing. Then as soon as you start reaching tier 5, tier 6, and you realise this game is just dull. You're going down one corridor, beating OP ads, going into a room, beating an OP boss. There's no skill to it, there's nothing. As long as you've got a good healer, a good tank and a good troll, it's pretty much a walkthrough, isn't it? Alright, I know some of the stuff can be hard because you're getting hit hard, but other than that, there ain't really nothing to it. Within a year, the Xbox boys will be switching off. Probably before that. When you look at the games what are dropping this year alone, there is amazing games coming to all the consoles. Literally amazing games coming. This game's going to die. Listen, No Man's Sky. I know I keep on going on and on and on about it. When that game drops at the end of the end of June, it is going to be the biggest game anyone's ever seen, and it's going to blow everyone away.
I think how I knew about it, I think I seen it on the last E3 they had a long time ago when they showed it. I seen it on E3. But yeah, I can't, you know, I can't blame you for it because you really into that game. You probably really like it that much, you know. When Xenoverse came out, my eyes got big because that's me right there. Like,
yeah, Xenoverse 2, man.
Kind of already known for Dragon Ball Z and PvP and video guides, you know. That really made me happy when I seen that intro. I mean, not the intro, but the trailer for it. I hurried up and told Shock, because, you know, I got Shock into Dragon Ball Z too. He liked my Dragon Ball Z videos, you know, all the help guides and the PvP fights I've been having against, like, strong players on the game, you know, that have been playing the game too. I'm really hyped for it. I'll probably be doing all them guides again because I got massive views. I'm not trying to get off subject, but I got massive views, like, way more. Like, I'm gonna say up to around Orbit subscribers. Like, one of my videos, I think 2 of my videos at 30K or more. Like, I've been getting, like, that's where, like, a lot of my subscribers come from too, and also DC. But
Xenoverse 2 is going to be a big game. If they've sorted it out and they've made it more like the older Dragon Ball Z games, but with the Xenoverse style, it's going to be a brilliant fucking game. It really is. I just didn't like the combat of Xenoverse. That was my only problem. It was too simple. It weren't like the other games. The other games were really decent fighters, whereas this one it weren't. It was a good game, but it weren't. If you've played all the other ones, you'll know what I mean. The battle system of the other games was just unbelievably good, whereas the battling in this one was a bit. But Xenoverse 2 looks, just the trailer alone blew me away, blew Law away. Law's a big Dragon Ball Z fan, and it blew him away. I've never seen anyone so excited about a game.
Man, I can tell you right now, if y'all be on it, man, we can run 2s all day.
Alright, it's going to be amazing. I'm definitely doing a Cell. Cell's my character, so I'm going to make someone who looks like Cell for definite.
Right. My bad for getting off subject, because we over here talking about No Man's Sky.
Well, just another one I have got to throw in just before we do start carrying on. What do we think about how toxic, because this has been brought up by Laura again in the chat, how toxic the PvP chat especially, is on this game. I don't know if any of you have played any other MMOs or any other multiplayer games. There's never been a chat like this. Not even COD is as bad as this chat. Where we've got the PvP chat on the EU, you've got the 5v5s here, and it just, some of the shit what gets said is just unbelievable, man. Really unbelievable.
What I have to say to that, I can't really speak for the EU side because when I meet the EU players, they're mostly most respectful more than the US players, because US players is overrated to where they'll go to talking trash to video exposing that person, like cyberbullying. I didn't see that coming from the EU side, so I can't really judge how toxic PvP, but I could say 99% US side is very toxic. Then the EU side, I can say.
Yeah. This ain't
See,
even DCUO,
chat
this is
is
exposed
something-
universe online.
See, I don't
If
see
you got a weak
GG in this
stomach,
chat.
You can't be in PvP chat.
Yeah. You do one thing wrong, man, and that's it. See, I'm one of the lucky ones. I'm gonna be honest. I don't get that much hate, other than off my friends. My friends give me the hate. I ain't really got no one who don't like me. But some of the things I see on the chats are just seriously unbelievable.
Yeah. Like, for me, obviously some people you're just not gonna get along with,
Maybe
but
stick
there's
tape.
other people where, because I've been in well-known leagues like for a long time now, I'll come up against them in PvP and then they'll be just talking shit because they know my league, and I just don't understand certain people.
Hey, Decepticon, you don't mind if I take this off your channel, right?
Of course you can, mate.
Alright, cool.
You lazy git.
I'm so sorry.
Oh, the
But yeah.
Decepticon on my YouTube grind too?
Yes,
I mean, I'm
you can
sorry,
take whatever you want, mate. It don't bother me.
Man, I need to get my hands on. Hey, wait, Decepticon. Before I continue, yo, anybody on Decepticon live stream, if you on the US side, and if you in how can I say this? If you if you manage to get your hands on them gates, what those gates called? Please
Yep,
send it to
they're
R1
The walls what make the SNF arena. We need them desperately. C Money needs them to do in the legal, so we can do an SNF arena.
Yes, I'm trying to get my hands on those, so I can make these arenas so y'all can have y'all Saturday
Night
SNF,
fights.
matches in the league hall and stuff
Move your
like
stick,
that.
T.
Move your stick
And
in
like,
there.
look, Decepticon, y'all can use it all y'all want because my people won't hit y'all unless they want to duel.
Minotaur gates, Laws just put in. That's what they're called.
Decepticon, I want to ask you a question, even though if I already just did. Who's your favorite Transformer?
My favourite Transformer, Megatron.
I like Wheeljack.
Yeah,
Who's your
he's
favourite
good,
YouTuber?
but he's dead in the movie. If you watch the original Transformers, the movie, the cartoon, there's a little scene where you just see his
the Autobot that looks like an old man.
Cup. Cup looks like the old man. No, he's just called Cup. He's an old warrior.
You ever watch Transformers Prime?
Yep.
Though that Transformers series probably had the most best fight scenes.
Yeah, see, the older
I
G1
think the best
was pretty
fight
good.
scene was probably Wheeljack and Ultra Magnus versus Predacon or Predaking or whatever the name was.
Yeah, Predaking in that version.
Yeah. Oh, anything else to say about this cursed community?
They're all awful.
This
Hate
is the
them all.
problem. We all sit here and we all have issues with this game. We all sit here all talking about what we'd love them to change. They never change anything, but we all still bloody play. All of us.
Yeah.
Right. We just the sitting ducks that's waiting for the change, basically.
I'm not
Let's
gonna be
make a
playing this
change.
much because I'm about to buy Uncharted soon anyway.
I was thinking about getting that game, but I'm waiting for Xenoverse. I'm not spending the money.
Summer holidays, I'm gonna go out.
Xenoverse comes out in sometime in November.
I'm gonna have something called a live for once. Never heard
Don't
of it
lie,
before.
T. You're only going out tomorrow because it's your birthday. It's the first time ever.
I hope Xenoverse 2 is broken
Do you know what you're on about?
like Xenoverse 1 was.
Going around passes this weekend.
Yeah, boy.
Bring me back a beer.
Think we're gonna call it a night?
Yeah. I said
In
everything
fact,
I had.
I actually have one more idea about PvE, which I've been
Oh,
thinking
here it
about for a
goes.
while. See, for me, I don't like any of the new raids. I haven't PvE'd properly since Up 3 came out, which is, what was that called now? Assault and Battery.
Bloody hell.
One idea I had was imagine if they brought out like a little poll where people could vote, and every time they bring out a new DLC, you know they have the elite raids now. Now, we should have a community vote for like all the old raids and bring back a classic raid as an elite version, like just as it was when it first came out.
That'd
I
be
like
awesome.
the sound of that.
It's a good idea, Prize, even though you don't PvE.
I would do
Scrub.
though if they brought back Paradox and Nexus when it first came out.
Best raids,
Those
man.
were the
God.
best raids ever that they came out with. I'm not even gonna lie.
I loved Paradox so much.
The Fozzies were my best. I love the Fozzies, man. Paradox was
I
brilliant.
remember I was tanking at that time.
I love Throne of the Dead.
Used to be fun, too.
I
And
love
Prime
Throne of the Dead. It was
Battleground.
such a challenge back in the day.
FOS used to be a big ass challenge back in the day too.
No.
See, do you know what I don't like?
Reality.
Do you know what I really do not like? If you lot have tried the new raid, first few attempts of it when it first came out of the league, we were like, crap, this is solid. But after 2 days, we were smashing it in 20 minutes. It's easy now. But the thing I don't like is when you look at that new raid and you actually think, I wonder what they've actually done in this raid. They have literally just created Darkside, and that's it. They have thrown in old bosses, Steppenwolf, Lashina, Calabac, all these bosses they've already had from the past DLCs, and we've been fighting constantly. Same mechanics, same old things. These ads we've had for time, all these same little things. Even the area looks like HH is probably in the same zone. Literally all they've done is design Darkside, and I bet you any money he's probably got the same mechanic as another boss. It's just a different skin over it.
And Darkside, all he does when he want to one-shot somebody is walk to you, and you get killed.
It's just
Exactly.
basically copy and paste
not even
content.
that.
They're just
And-
throwing
and
in
look,
old
not even
content. In like before, it's bad enough that you run through old content. Just throwing in old content bosses is just pathetic.
Look,
Absolutely
not
pathetic.
even that. Look, check this out. Not even that. Darkside is very squishy. It's like his health is just like it felt like level 2. Feel like if you got the right burn, you can burn him like that. The only thing that's making him strong is when Granny comes out and shield him. That's it. And you just burn a couple of ads. That's it. There's really no skill, especially at the end of the boss.
All
Is
the
it really-
PvE content they release is easy as hell. PvE doesn't even take skill anymore.
Look at
Good
PvP.
healer, good
Look,
troll,
it takes more
good
skill than
tank.
PvP.
Not really.
I don't PvE no more, so I can't really comment on it.
PvE is just a breeze through. Like
See-
all everybody care about now in PvE is who's top this and who's top that. They don't even care about getting through a raid or even taking the time to have fun in it or getting any good gear. And,
Right.
it's not even about that anymore.
And you know what's another thing that it really irritated me is that how you can be 160 something and have like 70 skill points.
I got like 150.
Mad
I'm
skill.
still grinding. And the other thing I want to say about this for PvE
And
is
I mean, I'm not trying to go against everybody because I know I think I had one person in my league was like that, but he had more than that though. But I'm just talking about the other players in general. You know, I actually bumped into a guy, he actually had like 69 skill points or 59 skill points. And he was like sitting on 161 CR. And I'm like, bro, this is why you're not doing a lot of damage. You're skipping through all your tiers. You don't have a main to actually buy all them skill points back. Oh, my league, my league carried me through this, so my old league or my league carried me through it. I don't want to hear that. Like, that's why you gotta grind for your skill points. Sometimes the skill points is very important in this game. For PvP, it's not. But PvE, yes.
Super
Shot, you
important,
break my
man.
stuff, I'm gonna break you.
Not necessarily. The
No,
other day,
if
I
you're
was on
rolled, you should have your skill
the new
points.
raid last boss, and I had to kick 2 DPSs with 260 plus SP because they couldn't do. They would. I don't understand how people can have 260 SP and not know mechanics. They were the most idiotic DPSs ever, running into dots. Just literally, the boss will be in front of them. They just stand there. Boss
Sort
is
of
literally
people who
about,
don't know
just
how to
stand there,
block
man.
when it
Fucking
comes to a
noob, man,
red
had to
skull
kick 'em.
above a boss. That's the one what
Yeah.
always used to
Gave me a
do
Swift
me.
one and just got league members in.
You know what I hate? When you're shouting out and looking for group, like say if you invite only one person, as soon as you invite them, they leave instantly. Like,
They have no.
like, where is the patience? You know it takes time looking for a group, so why are you leaving?
Because
Exactly.
they don't care. they'll be like, oh look, the other group, hey, even though I sat in this group for like 2 seconds, oh look, another group, they need a DPS, and they good to go. They gonna dip from your group like, yo, you just wasting my time.
Yeah, like I'm just basically looking for shit for nothing. Another thing is I hate those type of PvEers that are so specific, like you have to meet their requirements. Oh, you don't have the right gear, you don't have the right amount of this or whatever. Like, how am I supposed to get the gear if you gonna kick me out to not let me even do it? Like, I don't understand that. You know I'm queuing it for a reason. I need the marks. So why? How are people supposed to ground for skill points? I don't understand that. They're not letting people get their grind on.
You know, I feel like that too. I be feeling like that. I be like, yo, I can't get nothing if y'all don't take me in there. I can't get my CR if y'all don't take me in there.
I don't mind having low SP or CRs. Just as long as they know what they're
get the job
doing.
done.
And
Yeah,
like, they're
like,
not idiots, then it's fine.
As long as you getting the grind on, like as long as you see them
I love
grinding.
cars.
Sitting there or whatever. Yeah.
Well, lads, I think we've been going for nearly an hour and a half. It's 2 AM in the morning for me right now. So I think
9
we
o'clock for me.
need to start calling this a day. So does everyone want to say goodbye?
Thank you for everyone for coming to the stream.
Thank
listening
you.
to us.
Thank you.
I'm the star of the show.
Very nice.
Hey,
Taking the spotlight.
Subscribe
It's
to
my 18th. I
Fierce
deserve it.
Gaming. Make sure you subscribe to Decepticon. He does the SNF. Probably you tune in tomorrow for the SNF. Shot Guardian, you know he make them OP montage. I want to see money. Just don't subscribe. Just don't.
And subscribe. Forgot about Big Pass.
Oh, this video ain't
Subscribe
got no
past
dislikes?
DCUO because he is a beast PvPer.
Pause, he got a DPS. Oh, the pause. Oh yeah, you sure right. You did tell me he had it. Yeah, pause. I'm sorry, pause. Oh man,
It's fine.
Give me a hug.
Pause is
You
gonna
a woman
cry, you
right
know.
now.
Paz is
Big
gonna cry.
thank you to see Money for putting this together. Because if it weren't for him, we wouldn't have done this. And this is, for me, this is my first proper video on the US side. So, yeah, I'm well happy.
I'm not.
Wow, really, T? You would.
I'm 18. Where's my presents? You can get
I
anything.
got a present for you. Yeah, I got a cola.
Do you know what I've got for you?
Here's the blue
These
solo one,
nuts.
Hard.
You know what? I've got this for you.
I'm kidding about
I'm
that.
already in a trade at the
Well,
moment.
thank you everyone for watching. Please like, please subscribe to all of us. Peace, people.
Peace, people.
Latest.
Transformer roll out.